Welcome. Whether you're a seasoned manager or a new graduate beginning your career, you've probably wondered why some teams click and others struggle. Today, we're exploring a tool that helps answer those questions. The FIRO-B assessment, short for Fundamental Interpersonal Relations Orientation Behavior. Developed by psychologist William Schutz in the late 1950s to predict how U.S. Navy personnel would work together, FIRO-B has since become a widely used instrument for team building and leadership development. Dr. Schutz created FIRO-B because he noticed that beyond technical competence, how sailors related to one another influenced combat readiness. He drew on social psychology research from thinkers such as Erich Fromm and Theodor Adorno and built a simple questionnaire that captures the strength of 3 core interpersonal needs. The FIRO-B tool provides information about 3 fundamental dimensions of interpersonal needs. Inclusion speaks to our desire to belong and to receive recognition. Control refers to our comfort with influence and structure. Affection is about building trust and mutual support. Understanding which of these needs are strong for you helps explain why some jobs, projects, or working relationships energize you while others leave you drained. The FIRO-B assessment also indicates your preferences in regard to 2 distinct aspects of each of these needs areas. Expressed behavior tells you how much you typically initiate that behavior toward others. Wanted behavior shows how much you prefer to receive that behavior from others. Now, what do these numbers tell us? FIRO-B scores each of the 6 cells on a scale from 0 to 9. Broadly, scores of 0 to 2 low mean that behavior is seldom characteristic of you. Scores of 3 to 6, medium, suggest you use that behavior when it feels appropriate. Scores of 7 to 9, high, indicate the behavior is a strong tendency. Your overall need score is the sum of all 6 cells. Low overall scores suggest you prefer solitude and find satisfaction in independent work. Medium scores imply you enjoy a balance of collaboration and independence. High scores mean you thrive on interaction and teamwork. Comparing your total expressed and total wanted scores reveals whether you tend to be proactive or reactive. Higher expressed than wanted needs suggest you initiate more than you want to receive. Higher wanted scores suggest you rely on others more. Now let's look at how this applies in real workplace settings. In this table, we compare 2 teams. First team, the marketing team, where members are compatible with one another, and second team, finance team, is the team that have a conflict with one another. Aaron shows very high express control. He's confident, structured, and takes charge of organization and meetings, though he privately seeks emotional support and appreciation. Jake, on the other hand, shows high expressed affection. He contributes quietly, encourages others freely, and looks for clear direction and frequent feedback. Here's Jen with high wanted inclusion. She's reserved but warm, avoids controlling others, and values invitations and affirmation. Let's drop in on marketing team's weekly check-in.
Okay, team, here's our agenda. I've pulled together everyone's updates on the new product launch. Let's decide who's taking which tasks.
His high express control shows up as confidence and structure.
Thanks, Aaron. Before we start, I just wanted to say Jen did an amazing job on the proposal last week.
High expressed affection. He openly supports colleagues. He's happy that Aaron provides direction because Jake has a high wanted control need.
I appreciate that, Jake. And Aaron, thanks for setting the agenda. Also, could we make sure I'm looped in on the brainstorming session tomorrow?
Her high wanted inclusion surfaces. She wants to be invited to participate. Notice how their needs complement one another. Aaron's high express control meets Jake's need for structure. Aaron's reserved approach to affection is balanced by Jake's outgoing warmth and Jen's appreciation. Jen seldom asserts control, so she doesn't clash with Aaron's leadership. Their patterns create a team where each person's needs are met by someone else. Now let's meet the finance team, which their needs are conflicted with one another. Maggie, Penelope, and Amy. All 3 have high wanted inclusion, but no one expresses it. There are mismatches between expressed control and wanted control.
We need to act fast. I've already decided we'll pitch option A.
Her high expressed control surfaces, but she doesn't invite input.
I wish she'd ask for my input. I'd love to feel part of this.
Her high wanted inclusion isn't being met. She doesn't want control, so Maggie's directive approach feels overbearing.
Okay, if that's what you think.
High expressed affection, she remains polite.
Hold on, Maggie. I think option B is better.
Another high expressed control. She challenges authority.
Why doesn't anyone loop me into the planning meetings?
High wanted inclusion. Here's the problem. All three want to be included. High wanted inclusion, but none of them naturally initiates inclusion. Low expressed inclusion. They silently hope someone else will invite collaboration. Meanwhile, both Maggie and Amy express high control, but Penelope and Maggie have low wanted control and resist being managed. Without awareness, they fall into power struggles and disengagement. FIRO-B has practical applications at multiple levels. Organizations themselves develop cultures that emphasize or de-emphasize certain interpersonal needs. Cultures high in inclusion often allow open access to decision makers, encourage information sharing, and recognize employees. Cultures high in control value clear policies and decisive leadership. Cultures high in affection foster warmth, optimism, and support. Conversely, cultures that neglect these needs may breed isolation, fragmentation, or mistrust. Your strongest interpersonal need can influence job satisfaction. A high inclusion need means you'll likely enjoy roles with lots of interaction and visibility, whereas a low inclusion need points to jobs that allow autonomy. High control needs draw you toward positions with decision-making authority and structured processes. High affection needs suggest you'll be happiest where mentorship and personal support are valued. Using FIRO-B during career planning helps align roles with your interpersonal strengths. Teams are mini ecosystems where one member's expressed needs can satisfy another's wanted needs. For example, if one person likes to take charge, they fulfill another's desire for structure. FIRO-B helps predict which roles you're likely to adopt on teams and where friction might occur. Here are some practical tips in using FIRO-B. First, remember that scores can be influenced by current life events, cultural norms, or misunderstandings of the questions. Use FIRO-B as a conversation starter rather than a fixed label. Pair FIRO-B with personality assessments to understand both individuals' innate preference and behavioral need. This holistic view can inform coaching, leadership development, and conflict resolution. If your expressed behaviors often exceed what others want, practice stepping back and inviting input. If your wanted needs are high, communicate them instead of waiting for others to notice. When forming project groups, mix individuals whose expressed needs align with others' wanted needs. Diversity of profiles can reduce blind spots and create balance. FIRO-B reminds us that success at work isn't just about skills or titles, it's about people. When we understand our needs for belonging, influence, and connection, we create environments where individuals feel valued and teams truly thrive. With self-awareness and empathy, we build stronger relationships and turn everyday interactions into meaningful growth.